Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Clay Fields, it's going to be a Castermuse replay featuring Sari and Action. Top left, we've got a Zerg player. His name is Action, and in the bottom left we have Sari. He's a Red Terran player. This is going to be a Patreon cast. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, you're going to watch this 1 month earlier than anybody else on the site. And if you're watching this on YouTube in the month of, let's say, July, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. What more do you want? What more in the world do you want? Terror the Overlord scouting out the wrong way? Yes, I know it's fairly unsettling to fly over empty ground, but you're a professional. I know you can handle it. Alright, so ZVT from Castermuse Star League Season 3. If you want to support Castermuse, there are links in the description to do so. He is helping keep Brood War alive by organizing some tournaments featuring amazing players like Sari and Action and Soma and Rain and Snow, and I mean just all the way down the line. Incredible talent. Some younger up-and-coming talent coming as well. Just really excited for all that stuff. That is the future of the Castermuse play. Alright, so this kind of looks like Fighting Spirit, doesn't it? You got your main base, you got a natural, it's pretty easy to deal with. You got like a kind of third up this way, but it is not. See all this? See this sneaky high ground up here? I bet you see it. Ahaha! High ground position in a weird spot. Middle is not quite as enticing to take as the Fighting Spirit one because there's no gas. And there's 6 total mineral patches, so like, who's going to take this? I guess maybe a Terran taking it and putting tanks up and protecting it that way might not be a terrible idea. Might not be terrible at all. Yeah, giant 4-player map here. Clay Fields. Don't see a lot of games on this one. It's a little, I don't know. Is it a little boring? A little bit plain, maybe? Just like a ton of brown. Hardly any green at all. If there's any green at all. Yeah, there's little, like, tufts of stuff down here. Anyway, hatch first play here from Action. His pool is on the way. His gas is done. Very standard stuff here. 1 racks opening from Sari. And we'll put that Fog of War back on, because I know some of you people complain about it when it's not on, and it's cool. It's all good. I am here for the people. So what's fun is I usually like to talk about things I'm watching or maybe a little bit of current event stuff, but on these Patreon ones, it's like most of the people are going to watch this a month after the fact. So I don't know. This weekend was pretty nuts. Top Gun Maverick came out, which I saw and really enjoyed. The Obi-Wan show came out on Disney Plus, which I watched the first 2 episodes and really enjoyed. Stranger Things came back for its final season, season 4, which I haven't watched any of it, but I'm planning on watching it. It's just an absolute bonanza of a media, a really popular media that's coming out right now from the Star Wars and Stranger Things and Tom Cruise universes, you know? Anyway, Maverick's great. And if you haven't seen it, it's like the quintessential, really top tier summer blockbuster, summer fun movie. I really recommend that you see it. It's so fun. It's got great actors and actresses and great performances across the board and some emotional moments and some really nice acting. And from what I understand, they actually had the actors be in the cockpits of F-18s and put them under the stress of G-forces, like 456G, which is 456, you know, the times gravity of Earth, if I understand that correctly, and I probably don't. Anyway, it just gives it a sense of realism. It's very fun. Look at this action. Proxy Factory here from Sari on this high ground. And a Spire opening off the 2 base. Fine. Second gas not taken yet. A little worried about Ling pressure. Doing the wall off down here, bunker. Lings can't really do much. This is very well organized, by the way, by Sari. If you're a Terran player who struggles against Ling stuff in TVZ on a map like this, where it's kind of hard to just wall off, this is great. Use the command center as part of the wall, bunker, supply depot. You might have to put a Marine in this little slot here so Lings can't just run through there, but Lings can't get up here because the bunker's covering it pretty effectively. And yeah, look at this scouting by Action. Honestly, Zerg players should do this anyway, like all the time. Oh my gosh, he's trying to finish the factory. No! No, it was almost done. SCV trying to just finish it. No! No! I'm sorry. That hurts. That was your factory. Now you have to start a new one back home. He's not doing that, though. Uh-oh. Okay, so he throws up a second Rax and then makes another Rax. All right, change of plans, says sorry. I was going to go for some mech shenanigans, maybe some vulture harassment, but nope. We're just going to go for a lot of barracks and call it a day. Let's see, engineering bay not quite done yet, and the timing on these missile turrets is going to be a little bit tough. Oh, yeah, barracks. He's making 3 barracks at a time right now. Yeah, definitely. You're definitely going for that Atrax style play. So turret production needs to begin, like, now, because the mutas are almost, yeah, okay. Is it? Feels late. But turrets don't take that long to build. It's only 200 HP, and it builds pretty zippily, but I think the mutas are going to technically arrive before these finish, but not that much earlier. Yeah. Like I said, the timing doesn't quite work out. Oh, no! One of them is delayed. Okay, but 2 get finished, and 2's enough to handle this 5 mutalist group. Are we making more? Nope. Lurker aspect on the way. These mutas are going to try to do what they can as long as they can, and killing SCVs is something they're good at doing. So, all right. Kill another SCV. Trying to play that little stacked muta attack, a single marine at a time play. Wiped one of those out, but I don't know if we're going to try to get more. That medic count is a little bit tough. 3 turrets in the natural, and yeah, not much more damage, I don't think. Where's your third base, though? This is really fast lurkers without a third yet. From Action, I'm a little bit confused about what he's up to here, to be honest with you. Usually there's a third base attempted while the mutas are kind of keeping the Terran pinned like this. And then you take the third while you're getting lurker aspect researched. And then the lurkers defend the third when the time comes. But okay, third base now. Which does get scanned by the Terran. But yeah, 2 lurkers top of this ramp. Utterly protected. There's only one way in or out of that base entirely. So muta's down to 4. They've lost one of their number. Not happy about that whatsoever. And just juking. That was a great juke. He's like, I'm leaving now. Ha ha ha. I'm back. Just kidding. What the heck is going on up here? We're going for a push. Those lings tried to be like, hey, oh, lurker trap, 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 no, lurker trap, lurker trap. Falcon's brain is broken. All I can say is lurker trap. That was sick. He was like, he wasn't really presented with an amazing opportunity to kill a whole army with lurkers, but that was pretty good. It was pretty good nevertheless. I think all the mutas died, didn't they? Yeah, they died trying to make themselves valuable in some way. Dude, this is why you get fast lurkers, is to prevent these attacks from really feeling safe moving out at all until they have science vessels. So, okay, cool. Third base is delayed a little bit, but Terran is afraid, and making your enemy afraid of you is really important in StarCraft. If they fear what you're doing, if they fear what you're capable of doing, you have an upper hand, my friend. They will not move out as eagerly. They will not attack you as quickly. They will let you sit back and kind of do whatever you want for a while, and that's exactly what's happening here. So yeah, starport on the way, but I mean, science vessel... I need a science facility first before we can make science vessels, so that's not good. Yeah, so without those, I mean, how many scans do you have available? You got 2 ComSat stations, so there are 2 scans available right now, but is this another trap? It was! Medics dodging as well as they can. Oh, but free overlords. Hey, okay, all right. Muta's trying to save the overlord, bro, and they do actually. Ling Muta saved. Oh, he snipes it down. Sick. Sick play there from Action. Action's looking good. Looking really good here. Sorry is a really good Terran player. Really kind of younger, up and coming. Not as famous as somebody, obviously, like Flash is or Last or Light. But, man, he's good. He knows what he's doing. He's just, I think Action's outplaying him in this game so far. So, Hive's on the way. Getting Siege mode. Siege tech here. Science Vessel is now on the way. I do sometimes mix up Science Facility and Science Vessel in my head because it's just too similar, but I think we're good. Oh my gosh, Lurker's high ground. Scourger, like, hey, any Science Vessels around? We'd be glad to murder those for you. This positioning is so good. Oh, it's so good. Good positioning here from Sorry, too. And once the siege mode is up, this is going to be a lot easier to break for sure. Scourger a little bit far back. I'd like to see them closer. The Science Vessel is going to show up here, and it's going to be Bad times for these lurkers when that happens. Is he moving? Okay. He's moving to the groovin'. Just then it hit me. Somebody turned around and told me. All right, science vessel here. Siege mode done too. Lurker. Oh, we're going on a trip, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to break this thing with detection available. The science vessel is alive. Ling's kind of tanking a little bit for these lurkers. Siege tanks living. Marines fighting extremely hard. One tank does go down, but there's a backup tank here as well. The detection is a real thing. This lurker is just not. Nope. And retreat. That's the retreat play. Okay, so action. I don't feel good about an attempt from action. Sorry holds really, really well. But it is a 3-base to 2-base Terran, so action can afford to make a few bad trades here and there and still win the match. I mean, as long as Sorry doesn't get onto... Oh, nice. I think that was one hit. Yeah, one hit on the science vessel, but not two. More science vessels would be nice. And in fact, there are more on the way. So like a 2-port play, that would be excellent. He just has the 1-star port right now. 76 to 70 supply in favor of Sorry. Sorry has more supply than the Zerg player does. Not good. Dude, these Scourge have been here forever. And they might... No, beautiful micro, dude. Sorry did not open this game well, but he's doing pretty fantastically. That said, if these Lings can jump on that tank, nice. Good tank snipe there from them. There's fire bats out. The Lings, do they have Adrenal? I think I'll have to watch them do a little bit more attacking here, but Consume's almost done. I don't know, Adrenal just got started. Okay, so no Adrenal, but oh, the dreaded sound of Consume's coming down. Dark Swarm Ling has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Fire bats doing their ever-loving best inside the Dark Swarm to win, but there's so many Zerglings and they're getting surrounded, and another Dark Swarm comes into play. And I don't know if Sorry's ever going to get a 3rd base in this game. It is not looking good for the Terran. Dark Swarm Lurker, so frustrating to handle. This Defiler is still alive. He gets another Dark Swarm up. Oh, fire bats in bunkers. Not working? Why is this not attacking? Is that not in range? The Defilers are like walking over. This is absolute nightmare scenario. This is, every Terran has had this nightmare. There's Dark Swarms covering your natural base. There's Lings in there. Oh, see, now they're attacking. Fire bats doing their best. God, another Dark Swarm pops. I just don't... This is concentrated 3-base attempt to kill your Terran opponent play here. There's no sign of an attempt to expand at all from the Zerg player. I mean, he's got... SCV is scouting that. The Defilers on their own are pretty bad, actually. So they... radiate... Okay, I'm going to radiate there on that science vessel. Dark Swarm gets popped far away from the target location, but it's better than not getting anything at all. And actually... Oh, why are you engaging into the Dark Swarm? Dude, sorry, I don't know about this, man. Did you get plagued too? Did I see plague come through? I don't know. Maybe somebody was plagued and they died as they came through that scenario. This is bad. This is so much sustained Zerg pressure, and he is getting a 4th base here at the 1 o'clock spot. And there's no sign of Sorry being able to get a 3rd base at all, but dropships exist. And maybe there will be. That's why this Ling exists, though, is for intel. Oh, interesting. He's not going to try to expand with that dropship. He's going to try to move... Wow, this is a really long way to go. Okay, he's cutting across the middle now, which he should do. Ah, another Ling attack. Tanks. Tanks need... High ground tanks on that Lurker. Beautiful stuff. No kills on that Lurker. It does get wiped out. Drone... This is just a bad rally from action. Get the drones out of this war zone. Dropship still very slowly heading up across the map. This is a fairly big map. Lings have Adrenal now. Oh my gosh. I think they're going to win that fight anyway, but with the assistance of the Dark Swarm, bad things happening. Ooh, dude, sniping the Ultralisk Cavern with this drop would be insane. But he's going to try to unload in a position where the Lings can't get a full surround here, but that's a Lurker, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pick up and a boost out. He did catch wind of that, right? He caught... This Zergling scouted that happening. I don't know if Sorry saw it necessarily. Maybe he did. That'd be incredible. Okay, that's a dead dropship. Yep, okay, so now everyone's dead. Ultralisks have arrived. Ah, there's not enough of us to handle an Ultralisk. And there's fire bats in here to run. Try to kill as many drones. Nice drone evac, though. And the 3rd base lands from Sorry at 14 minutes, but there's a Zergling attacking it, and it has Adrenal. And it has +1 attack, and bad things are happening for Sorry all over the place here. I mean, this one Ling has done, how much, like 400, 350 damage to that thing by itself just in a short amount of time. Adrenal's a good upgrade. You should never, ever forget it. So third base established. And again, fairly easy to defend with the one ramp leading up into it. Positioned to cover the third base and enough army to cover the natural base here too. Great positioning here from Sorry, actually. And just this is Action throwing his weight on in. I don't know if the Ultras can break this by themselves. So hanging out inside the Dark Swarm is not a bad thing. But then you get irradiated and you kind of have a timed life. And just, I don't know, running away with an Ultralisk who's going to die from the irradiate because they've taken so much other damage is not exactly what you want to be doing, and that guy's going to explode. So third base happens. So 3-basing Terran versus a 4-basing Zerg is not the worst place in the world for Sorry. This Dark Swarm shenanigans in this front has just been here for what feels like an eternity. If you're a Terran player, you're like, why? Why is this happening? Plague is on the way. Maybe a drop attempt. What are you guys doing? Just this bad pathing is what that is. So this Ultralisk is going to be dead too. Dark Swarm though? Okay, so we run some Lings up here. Cover the ramp with Dark Swarm. Scourge not connecting on the Science Vessel though. And the third base is in a lot of trouble. Irradiated Ultras do as much damage to bunkers as they normally do. It's just, they're taking a lot of extra damage there. Repair on the bunker is pretty nice. Ultralisk wandering out to get shot at by tanks and actually making a move out here too is Sorry. So for the first time today, he's up 137 to 100 supply. It's just Dark Swarm is amazing and Plague's really good too against this strategy. So even if there's your Plague. Ooh, oh, it's a sick Plague. Man, on the red, it's kind of hard to see, but that was an amazing coverage of Plague there. And Irradiated Ultralisks doing extra bonus biological damage here to the... Everybody dies. Action shuts out that move amazingly well. The third base technically lives from Sorry, which is a big deal for him. A single Mutalisk, there it is. Single Mutalisk on the way to deal with all of these Plague Science Vessels. Actually, only 2 of them are in prime Mutalisk attacking scenario here. Is this a rally? Are you rallying units down here and then telling them to attack into this base? Yes. Absolutely yes. Are we... Wait. Are we transitioning into mech here? Spider Mines out. Again, adding Spider Mines to your composition. God, that's such a good Plague, though. So your 8 racks play, if you just start making vultures, right, off of your 1 factory, or maybe you have 2 factories, get Spider Mine upgrade and just start throwing them down against this Ling Ultra stuff that the Zerg player is doing, you can have a pretty good time with it. It really adds some oomph, packs some power that just your regular, your regular 8 racks marine count doesn't have. You need to run up to these medics and get healed now. Oh, that was a Mutalisk. That was a 1 Mutalisk killing a single Science Vessel with a single hit. Always a wonderful thing. So the medics are coming in to heal up all of these plagued boys, and they have the energy to do so. Some of them do anyway, because we didn't sit the medics with the Marines while they were being plagued. Battle cruisers on the way, which not too surprising, but another base coming up here from Action. Sorry, he's just... He's had a rough go of it here today. I don't know if he's ever getting a 4th base. I mean, the irradiates are good. That hold position ultra is not actually super hot. Super hot. Dude, these plagues are so good today, though. I think every single plague I've seen today has been insanely impressive out of Sorry. Or rather, out of Action on Sorry's units. This is the thing I was talking about. All these medics are going to get their energy drained off. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah. So now the medics can't heal. I guess this one still can. Maybe it's enough. All right, man. 157 to 132 supply. Sorry still has a lead. He's got the 3 bases. He's got ye old battle cruisers operational now. They're going to chase and kill an Overlord, revealing their position. How do we deal with that? Well, 3 more sets of Scourge can deal with a battle cruiser pretty effectively. Again, another attack attempting to get in. Another disgusting Plague. And both Science Vessels go down. Third base entirely exposed here, but the Zerg player doesn't have anything left after that engagement and is forced to retreat, leaving the third base alive. This is nuts. This is some really, really crazy good stuff right now. 155 to 125 supply. I don't know. I mean, Sorry needs to make a move out soon if he's going to win this game. He is just bleeding. He's got 53 workers on 3 bases. He needs a 4th base, or he needs to make a move up and seriously threaten what the Zerg player action is doing right now. So maybe fighting with the BCs might not be a terrible thing. Like, a lot of the times you see the BCs just kind of wander across the map on their own and try to get something done, but that's bad. Because Scourge are good, and because Plague is really good. But if you are working with the rest of your army, okay, alright. These are 2-2 Marines, they almost have 3 attack. Scourge just making a beeline for the battle cruisers and for the science vessels. Keep some of the science vessels alive. Nice plague on a single BC, and another great plague on these Marines down here. Yeah, this is some of the best plaguing I maybe have ever seen in my entire casting career. This is insane stuff out of action with the spell casting today. So yeah, work with the battle cruisers. Gosh, plague healing, just a problem. Battle cruisers pretty good against Scourge. Getting restoration today. Whoa! Sorry, getting the restoration upgrade, maybe to heal his battle cruisers of plague if they get hit. Yeah, Scourge get one shot by the battle cruisers. Okay, everybody work together now. BC's in the sky. I like it, man. BC's helping. Oh, it's such a good plague! That is such a good plague! Sorry's got a 4th base rolling. Oh, there's Lings running up to shut that thing down. And a very plague. Oh, plague on the science vessels, too. I don't know that I've ever felt more sorry for a Terran player in my entire life. These plagues have just made it so hard for Sorry to do anything here today. Okay, so I think the BCs are all dead. Ow. Most of them are dead. The one that didn't get plagued is alive. Go figure. But he just got plagued, so hey. 145 to 110 supply. Complete reversal in overall supply, and that's it. Sorry leaves the game. Taps right on out, and our guy Action is your winner today. My goodness gracious. Just beautiful play. Never seriously got threatened. There was that one drop at the main base and at the 3rd base, but didn't accomplish a whole lot of anything whatsoever. Did force a drone evacuation, but hey. Yeah, and these bases never got touched. Sorry couldn't leave. He could not mount any kind of an expeditionary attack force across the map at all here on Clay Fields. The Dark Swarm was so fast, and the Plague was so fast, and those lurker traps were so good. The plan here for Action today was keep Sorry contained in this little corner of the map and never really let him go out, and he didn't. He never really left in 22 minutes, which is just so demoralizing if you're a Terran player for sure. That Dark Swarm lurker stuff with the Muta support really tried to kill Sorry. He held on to his credit. He got a 3rd base established to his credit. But if you can't mount any kind of a serious offensive against a Zerg player in a 20-minute TVZ, you're just not going to win. You are not going to win. End of discussion. End of discussion. Man. That was amazing. That was truly incredible. Wow. So yeah, hit that like button if you enjoyed that game. I mean, I don't know. I think Sorry played pretty well, but if you're a Terran fan, maybe you're not super happy. 125,000 points for the Terran, 145 for the Zerg. Did outproduce the Terran 500 to 300, but again, it was 8 racks, so these numbers don't matter as much. Sorry killed 300 Zerg units, but 550 were produced. So hey, you do the math. 0 Zerg buildings died today. Like, that is key among key stats. And then Action outspent the Terran 45,000 to 38,000 in 22 minutes, and that'll do. That'll do, pig. All right, man, that was so good. All right, so that is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.